Hello, and welcome to Common Core for Kids Nightly News. Tonight we have a very special report on someone amazing. That would be me, of course, the number one. Let's take a look at the news story that happened to me today. Today I really need your help with learning some basic fractions. I have these shapes that my friends and I wanted to play with, but we had a problem. Every time I divided the shape to share it, one of us got mad, because we did not get as much as the others did, and it did not seem fair. This is why we are learning about fractions today, so I can know how to make it fair for everyone. Here is a circle, and there are 3 of us who want to share the circle, so I broke off 2 pieces and gave them to my friends. They did not think that was fair. What do you think? Do we each have even pieces of the circle? We do not, and that is something important about fractions. To be a fraction, you have to have equal pieces. Right now, we do not have equal pieces, so this cannot be a fraction. Let's try this again with another circle. Alright, here we have another circle, and I am going to divide this whole circle into 3 pieces. Now we have 3 pieces, and guess what? They are all equal, which means all 3 of us get the same amount of the circle. This is really cool stuff. I did not know I liked fractions this much. A fraction represents a part of a whole. The green part of the circle is mine to play with. I have one of 3 parts of the circle. We call this a third. I have 1/3 of the whole circle. When we write fractions, they look like this. We have a number with a line in the middle and another number underneath. The number on the bottom always shows all the parts of the whole circle. In this case, we have 3 parts that make up the whole circle, so we have a 3 on the bottom. Now on the top, we have the number 1. If you look at the third of the circle that is colored green, you will see that there is just 1 part. This is my part of the circle. The number 1 on top represents my part of the circle. I have 1/3 of the whole circle. Okay, my friends went home and gave me back their parts of the circle. Now I have all the parts of the circle. I have what we call 3/3 of the circle. I have 3 parts over the total, which is 3 parts, which means I have 3/3. This also means I have the whole circle all to myself because I am not sharing any pieces, so the 3/3 that I have are mine right now.
Hello, Year 2, and welcome back for another edition of Fractions. That's right, so far you have learnt how to recognise equal and unequal parts. Tick! You've also been learning how to recognise halves and quarters of shapes, but also of quantities. And yesterday we looked closely at some reasoning and word problems, and you did lots of explaining. You have been excellent at using the bar model. Well done, everybody. Now, today you're going to learn about a new fraction. Hooray! This fraction is called a third. I hope you enjoyed the video before. It will have given you some idea about what a third is. Now, during this video, I'd like you to have a pencil and paper ready because you are going to answer some questions. When I ask the question, I need you to pause the video because I will give the answers straight after. Do pause the video to see and check your own learning so far. Are you ready? Are you steady? Let's go. Can you write the fraction for each image below? There might be some halves or quarters. See what you think. Let's have a closer look. The circle has been cut in half and is shaded. Half has been shaded green. This shape has been cut into quarters and has 4 parts. Here we have 4 cupcakes and 1 quarter is circled. This circle has been cut into 4 pieces and has a quarter shaded in yellow. This triangle has been cut in half and has pink shading. And here we have 8 circles that has been cut in half with 4 on either side. How did you get on? Well done. Can you call out the shapes that have been split into thirds? Did you get it right? A and B. A has 3 parts. B has 3 equal parts. C has 4 parts and has been split into quarters. Point at the shapes that have 1/3 shaded. Did you get them right? This one has 1 pink rectangle shaded out of the 3. This shape is unequal. You can see that it has been split into 3 parts, but they're not equal. They're of all different size. And the last triangle has been split equally into thirds with 1/3 shaded in green. Can you match the shaded part of each image to the correct label? On your paper you could write third on one side and not third on the other side, and then put the letter names. Pause the video, see how you get on. Right, there was only one that was not a third, and that's the top one. Can you see why? These parts aren't equal. If it's not equal, it's not a fraction. And all the rest are lovely, equal shapes that have been split into thirds. Look at these shapes. Which image is the odd one out? Pause the video, look closely at each, have a think. Did you guess right? It's C. C has been split equally into 3 parts with 1 part shaded, which makes it 1/3 shaded yellow. A is unequal. Even though 1 is shaded, it's unequal parts. B has been split into 5 parts with 2 blue shaded. And D has been split into 3 parts, but they are unequal, so they are not thirds. Can you shade part of each shape to represent a third? Find 3 different ways. There we go. 1 part has been shaded out of 3, a third. 1/3 of each shape needs to be shaded. Find the mistake. Then see if you can explain your answer out loud. There is a mistake in A because that shape has been split into quarters and not thirds. True or false? David has shaded 1/3 of each shape. Convince me of your reasoning. Try and explain why. It's false. Although David has shaded 1 part of each shape, the shapes have been split into 3 unequal parts. Well done everybody! I hope you enjoyed both videos. I want you to now go and choose a mild, spicy or hot activity to do, and then once you've done it, Send it back to us on Google Classroom. Excellent work today. Well done, everybody. Bye.